Hi guys, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR cooking with Linda. I thought today we could make, basically it's a caramelized summer squash, and I'll turn the oven on real quick, and it's something that my mom made and my mom's mom made, so I'm assuming it's Southern, because they're Southern, but I don't really know. Boy, this squash feels kind of hard, I'm not going to lie. So I have some local squash that isn't beautiful. It's got some marks, but hopefully it'll taste good. And you can just cut it into rounds or half moons or whatever you want. This is yellow squash, summer squash. I don't know if it's a uniquely American thing or not. I don't really know. But it's kind of a warm weather squash. Yeah, there's some like marks here, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just get this veg cut up. I don't need the heat on that much. So I have these yellow squash, and then I have, this is a Vidalia onion, which is a sweet onion. But you could use any kind of onion, that just happened to be what they had. Oh, baby. So for this recipe, you could put in your pan olive oil or butter, whichever one you want. I think I'm going to use butter, even though my husband would probably prefer olive oil. But I like a little butter. I'm going to put a pretty decent amount in there so that it can caramelize the onion. That is probably 2 tablespoons, according to their little measurement there. Get a little on the bottom of the pan. We'll go and throw this in while I cut the onion. I don't know if I'll want 2 full onions. That's a lot of squash, good grief. Might need a bigger pan. So it's nice when you caramelize an onion. It tastes like all the sweet sugars in it come out. And some people will add sugar while they're caramelizing. It kind of speeds it up, browns it and speeds it. But it's better if you don't. If you just kind of... I'll have to move the camera over a little bit. I guess I'll put both in because they cook down so much. I just wasted some of it. Some people wouldn't like that, but what is? We went out to eat the other night, 2 nights ago, to a local Italian place, and You know, I don't eat out very often, but I really don't eat out for Italian very often, even though I like Italian food. But so often I find I feel a little disappointed. So we went out with, my son Quinn, and it was a very cute restaurant, like atmosphere, 100%. And let me just move this a little. Sorry. Oops. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. I have the camera on the microphone on the camera. I need a bigger pan. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and so Quinn and I split a couple of dishes, and he had something that said, something like bread pizza. We didn't read it that way. It said pizza margherita. And so we imagined, a pizza margherita, which is like pizza, like a thin crust with basil and fresh mozzarella and tomatoes. And it's yummy. And then I got a pasta dish. It was carbonara, which has usually like a creamy, kind of an egg creamy sauce. Well, we got it, and like the carbonara was, I think it was $25, and the noodles were like too soft. Like they didn't taste like really fresh made noodles to me. They just tasted like average noodles, the pasta, whatever. And then the sauce was so watery it didn't stick to the noodle. Like they didn't put any of the pasta sauce in or something, so it was like too liquidy. I'm gonna put some of this like heavy ground pepper on here. Oh, I got all over my stove. And some sea salt. This helps the onions break down a little bit too. So anyway, so that was kind of that was a big disappointment, honestly. And then he got the bread pizza thing, which comes out, you guys. It was literally 4 pieces of toast, like just French bread. You know what I mean? Like like the kind of cheap Italian bread you'd get, the white stuff. And then it had just like a fresh tomato and a little piece of mozzarella cheese cut in half and 1 basil leaf. And they like toasted, but it wasn't even crunchy. It was just wet. Because, the tomatoes make it wet sometimes. That's what she said. And I said to my son, I go, this is like what I make when the kids come home from school and you're like desperate for a snack. You're like, I have bread, I have some tomato sauce, I have a piece of cheese. So that's why I can't eat out, because I just sit there and go, I know how much this costs to make, and it isn't $25. And Quinn and I split our meals, and it was okay. Now, my husband got a manicotti, and he said that was pretty good. I didn't try his. I should have, because I'd be curious what the red sauce tastes like. But so last night, or maybe it was 2 nights ago, I forget, I made, like a Sunday gravy sauce with beef chuck cooked down and tomato and garlic, and I let it cook for a long time and just put on some noodles, and they're like, this is so much better. I'm like, yeah, and it literally cost, a fraction. The prices of things right now are cuckoo bananas. I was at the local grocery, and it's not the expensive one. There's like a couple of high-end, like Whole Foods and like high-end grocery stores. I was at the cheap grocery store. Like, it's so cheap that sometimes I don't buy their meat, because one time I bought their chicken and it tasted funky. You know how sometimes it tastes, I don't know. So I kind of don't trust their seafood or meat. That's how cheap it is. But they had a bag of, this is going to take a long time to cook down in this tiny pan. Good grief. They had a bag of, you know those, they're chips that are like pita. They're made out of pita. Who are the Stacy's pita chips? And it wasn't the real small bag. It was a regular like potato chip size bag, but not like the huge bag, not like the Costco bag. Guess how much they were charging for that potato chip size bag of Stacy's pita chips? Guess. Did you say $4.99? That would be crazy, right? No, higher. $5.99? No. It was $9.99. I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous. And I bought some hummus because I didn't feel like making it. But I just got the pretzels that are like, here, I'll show you. I got these pretzels, which you can use as like a dipper for hummus. And these weren't on sale either. They were still like $4, which is $4.99, which seemed high, but I just wanted something to dip. So what I should do is buy my own pita and toast it, make my own pita. But that sounds like work. Sounds like work. That's a thick onion. I gotta break that one up. Break up. I just got back from my walk. It was pretty nice out today. Look at this. I made a mess. This is Kerrygold butter. It's from Ireland. So all you people in Ireland are lucky. We pay good money for your butter. Milk from Irish grass-fed cows. Are they just cows that are of Irish descent, or are they? I mean, how are they shipping out this much? It is probably. How do they ship out this much butter? Like everybody's buying this butter. Anyway, put this away. I'll be right back. I also picked up this big old tomato. It's local. It's a little bruised. Ah, there's an ant on it. But I think I'm gonna cut it up with some, basil and olive oil, maybe a little bit of balsamic vinegar or red wine vinegar or something. And then I bought a loaf of, I'll show you actually. I got this nice looking loaf of bread. It's whole grain. It's like whole wheat, but also has oat and stuff in it. So that'll be delicious with some tomato. But that's a different, I thought maybe I'd go vegetarian. I would say vegan, but I put butter in here. But have sweet potatoes, because I love sweet potatoes. And then bread with tomatoes. And then this here. See all the liquid it's putting off now? Boiling away. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit, I think. This really should slow. So this would have to cook for probably 20 minutes or so. So we'll see if we sit here that long. I'm not sure. This smells good. You know what else I might make? Honey butter. I'll show you. Here's some honey from my beehive. So I might whip up some honey butter. That would be delicious. Delicious. So what else is going on? I'm trying to think. a whole lot, I don't think. My son's moving back here for a week because it was easier for moving out of his apartment today. So he's moving back home for a week, and then he got a new job in New York City, and he's leaving me, and it makes me sad, but I'm very excited for him too. So, it's one of those things. So he'll be living in Brooklyn. So I'm going to have to go visit. Not have to, I want to. So tell me all the things I should do. Or where do I stay in Brooklyn? Like, is there somewhere that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, but be cute and clean and fun? That's what I need. If I find that place, maybe I'll put it on my No Frills Travel YouTube page. That could be fun. I would make the honey butter, but I usually use a blender and it's kind of loud. I'm trying out the DJI mic. You know what's funny? I made that whole video about them, and the whole time I think I called it DGI. Or am I like dyslexia or something? I always thought they were DGI. And nobody in the comments corrected me, which surprised me. I was like, oh boy, I'm going to get it on this one. Yeah, this will take a long time. Caramelizing onions takes forever. This is Trader Joe's sea salt. Now, I eat this occasionally, but usually I actually use regular table salt because if you buy it that way, it's iodized, which means it has some iodine in it. And the part of the country we live in is called the goiter belt. And that is because there isn't as much iodine in the soil and stuff here, I guess. So people tend to get, hypothyroid and goiters more than other places if you don't have iodized salt. And then sometimes I use like this stuff, which has seaweed, which naturally contains iodine. This I get from Trader Joe's. It's pretty yummy. It's like seaweed and sesame seeds. What else is in here? White sesame seeds, black sesame seeds, salt, and kelp powder. Kelp. I've been listening to a podcast while I'm walking that I gotta recommend to you guys. It's called You'll Hear It. You will hear it. And it's these two guys who I don't know who they are. I just started listening. But there's some kind of jazz, like, players. One's a pianist, I know that. I'm not sure what the other one plays. But they're super, you can tell they know their stuff. Like, they're serious. Like, they've played with the big people. They're like, oh, I played with this person once I played. So I'm not sure who they are. However, they have this podcast. Not however, I don't know why. But they have this podcast called You'll Hear It. And they just listen to different artists' albums and then discuss them. And it seems like there are no ads, probably because they play big chunks of the songs, which I love, because sometimes when you listen to those things, like when I try to do them and you can't play the song, it's like, ugh, it's hard to explain it. But anyway, I was listening to the one about Frank Sinatra at the Sands Motel, and he has Count Basie's band playing, and what's his name? Oh shoot, I can't think of his name. Conducting is very famous producer whose name is just slipping my mind right now. It'll come to me later. But anyway, a young version of this very famous Quincy Jones, and it's so fun to listen to because the two of them are so in love with music, and they're just so passionate about it that it fills you with joy listening to it. You're just like excited for them. I don't know how to explain. Like sometimes I don't even know what the hell they're talking about, but they talk and you're like, I gotta go listen to this song, but they play it for you, so you don't even have to leave. It's like awesome. I love it. Yeah, so I just started the one about Purple Rain, but I haven't gotten far into that one yet. Yeah, it's a fun podcast. Oh my gosh. How long is this gonna take, you guys? I may have to just show you the finished product, because I don't think I have enough things to talk about. Just let it be quiet. I don't know if with this mic if you can hear it bubbling over here. I have more onion than squash. I think when my mom makes it, she would have way more squash than onion, but I like it either way. But to get it caramelized, it's gonna take a while. And I think that's why some people put a little sugar in there, and it helps start the caramelization. But I think I'm just gonna try to let it go. Clean as you go. Clean as you go. So I've been messing around with this YouTube situation. No, not YouTube. TikTok situation. I don't know. For some reason, it takes the volume and it bumps it way up, and therefore it makes it so there's all this background noise. Like I actually deleted 2 of the videos because they were so loud in the background. So I guess I have to make them louder to begin with, which is hard because then I'd have to talk loud. I don't know. So I don't know what I'm doing with that. I should go watch some other people probably doing ASMR and see what they're doing. I don't know. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. I have it right now at medium-low heat. I think that's probably good. It's like so tempting to want to speed it up. But I think it might be good. Just have to be patient. You want to see some things I have sitting around? I have these little things. I think they're for heating a little milk, and I actually used to do that when I used my mocha pot, but I haven't used them in years, so they're just here to be cute. I used to have red ones. I don't know what I did with those. I have those, and I have these salt and pepper shakers. These came with a Westinghouse stove, I believe. They were like something that just came with the stove. I forget what they call them. And then I have these. And these came with some stove too, I think. They need a little cleaning off, I think. That's the problem with having things above your stove. They tend to get Kind of dusty, greasy, dusty. You guys have seen my stove, right? I'll show it to you real quick. I should clean it first, but I'll try. So this is a light that comes on and off. And the clock, which is cool because it has all these cool colors. And then here are the knobs. And when you turn the stove on, the light goes on to show it's on or it's heating. And then we added this light here. I found it at an estate sale and I added it. Okay. Oof. It's hard to move this. I have you on I don't even know what you call it. It's like it says it's super movable, but it's hard to move around. You may have caught a glimpse of the floor in this room. What's funny about that floor? When we moved in 20 years ago, the floor was ugly and icky, and I don't like it. And for 20 years, well, we had kids, and we didn't have any money, and I don't know, it just was functional. And we never have changed out the floor. And now we've bought new countertops for in here that are vintage style. I'll show you when we get them done. Like, they're cool. But I don't know what we're going to do with the floor. And I'm thinking about painting it, which sounds crazy. I mean, we could just retile it, but the tile is stuck on there like so hard. I tried to chip some off to see if there was a wood floor underneath. And there is in some spots, but not all spots. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But it's so hard to get this tile off. So the other option is to lay another like tile floor on top of it. But then it's already like this high up from the wood in the other rooms. It has like a little bump up. And if I put more tile, it's just going to be even more. So I don't know. That's part of why all these years we've never done anything, because we can't decide. We talked one time about like putting wallpaper, like decoupage or whatever you call it. We've talked about painting it. We've talked about doing like a cool vintage vinyl looking floor on top. I don't know. Who knows? See, this is a Philco stove. I haven't cleaned. Oh my God. I can't show you that. The burner's so messy. I'm embarrassed. I was going to show you the Philco burner thing. This is the stove of somebody who actually uses it because I cleaned it not that long ago. But I use it multiple times a day. Look at how much liquid. Maybe I should have made it in I can't actually remember if my mom makes it in a skillet. I'm going to turn it up a little bit because I have no patience. Or a saucepan. I don't remember. I feel like she makes it in a pan like this. That was hot, but I can't remember. Hers is so good. She gets it all like brown almost. It's like caramelized and delicious. All right, well, I'll come back with a finished product. I'll let you know how much longer, because it's been cooking for what, like 20, I think 25 minutes? I think it has to cook for like an hour. You just let it sit and bubble. So I'll let you know. Or maybe I'll just post a photo of the finished product. Put it as a thumbnail, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. not even close. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, it's been about another, wow, I think it's been 25 minutes actually. And it's cooked down quite a bit. I could let it cook even more. Now, I think twice, trying to tell you guys how to make things. I have over salted. And I did it again. It's a little bit salty, but now you can take this and eat it with chicken or whatever, just as is. But I'm thinking because it is a wee bit salty, that maybe I'll take, just for a taster, a little piece of bread, give it a toast. Hold on, I just put it in the toaster. Get my cute little plate. Okay, I'm gonna let that toast for 1 second. See, every now and then it kind of sticks to the bottom of the pan, gets a little brown. That's yummy. That's yummy, yummy, yum, yum. But it's like sweetened up a lot because of just slow cooking. But I like it to be even more caramelized than this. I think my mom does not cook it this long at all. Hers is more not caramelized. And it's tasty, I think. I'm not sure how she does it. Hers is really good. Someday maybe I'll get her to show us how she makes it when I'm there. All right, let me see if my toast is toasty enough. No, that's probably okay. All right, so here's my thinking. I'll put a little bit on this here toast. And you know, it has a little butter in it, but wouldn't it be fun to just add a little bit of olive oil? I think it might. Oh, baby. Oh, that's going to be delicious. That's just some extra virgin olive oil. Let's see how that tastes. That looks like a racist thing. It's not. I'm saying, okay, it's so good. It's good. It's so good. Isn't that what all those manosphere guys do? You guys, it's delicious. Highly recommend. Hot. Yumma. All right, I'm going to let this sit here. I have to go do a few things before dinner. And I'll just turn the heat way down to like simmer. I might add a tiny bit of water to make sure it doesn't dry up. And then put a lid on it and just let it sit because I think I want it hot for dinner. But sometimes I make a whole bunch. Put it in a, container in the refrigerator and then just, you can put it on sandwiches. You could, have it on a salad. Just eat it any old which way. Oh my God, that's delicious. Put just a little water in there. Keep it nice and moist.